welcome to our stream. We are now have Shadow, Westhorn, and Alistair. Maybe others will join too. So, hello, Shadow.
Hello, Shefas. Hello, everybody. And thank you for inviting me to Let's Talk number 6. Sorry for being not present on the other 3 or 4 sessions, but I will try my best to be around from now on.
I'm still waiting for confirmations that we are live.
Yes, we are live. I can.
We are live.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. How's it, guys? Back on the show again. We do. This is the 6th show that's been hosted, and yeah, we will talk about a few things, but the general theme is about feedback loops.
So we will talk about feedback loops. Where...
And also Westhorn. What about Westhorn? He's also on the show. You there, bro?
Sure, I'm here.
Okay, nice. Okay, I will start by giving away some tokens. Let's share my screen.
Don't give them all. Just let people get online and really ask questions and see how this goes on.
No, I think it will be
okay.
I don't think we have very much viewers. Okay, I will start BTDEX. We now launched version 3.
Live. It's happening live.
Live. Yes, you can see my token TRT, and we created LBT. It was in previous stream I created it and made buy offers. So it's worth now 500 burst. So who wants to get this LBT token, please write it in the chat, your burst address, or in Discord or somewhere, and I live send you some LBT.
Jeffers, can you just paste the token ID in the comments, just so it's for convenience for people to copy and paste?
I now have address, Nagi address. I will send some now. This address, I think there is in description, this address. Now I will send him recipient message. No need message. Maybe hello.
I also post in Discord the Explorer with this token.
We need to think burst. Yes, it is sent. Okay, we can now look to this transaction. Transactions. You can see here is pending. Transaction ID. Now I need to change to Shadow's Explorer because he is now live, so I will promote his Explorer.
Yeah, it's not mine, it's Community's Explorer. I just...
Oh, and your
here you can see... Sorry, Alistair.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, Shadow, not just the Explorer, you're also hosting a pool and a wallet, right? Online wallet.
Actually, 4 pools and 1 high availability. Sorry for my trembling. Hasha HA wallet that actually has behind 4 actually BRS wallets in sync. So wallet.borscoin.ro will never go down.
So here you can see address which you use it to send. Here you see in Shadow's Explorer where I send it. So I see now. So
you could also keep the Explorer a little open and go to assets and search for LBT. There is also.
Okay, I will now make ours. I have 3 other addresses. LBT send.
That's odd. It seems to be my address.
You think?
I'm pretty confident that it's my address, but
No, it was Nivok Spilkomen, maybe. Now it's
maybe.
Castiel. Now it will be Khash.
Shefus, what's the max supply on the LBT tokens?
You can see here it is this account which I created this token, and you can see my balance. But
Okay, so it's only got a
I will
10,000 maximum supply.
I will show it on the Shadows Explorer.
Okay. And it's 500 burst for one token. Yo.
Sorry, key hash, but is your address invalid? I see invalid recipient address, so I don't know. So it's a problem. And now for Darek. So when you will get token, you can take my buy offer. You can see I buying 7 LBT, paying for each 500. So 7 persons can sell it for 500. So now let's look to this.
Yeah, already 2 people received the asset. It confirmed already. Mr. Plus and Milk Market.
So I need to go to assets. It's LBT. And why I do not know, don't see nothing. It's maybe. Shadow, why it's not showing?
I don't know why it's not showing on your computer. I can see it on my computer. I just posted.
Can you share your screen? Please share your screen and show this token.
Yep.
It's the somebody looking over your shoulder effect.
Oh, you can now see. No. Okay.
Let me hide my
secret stuff.
And find the right window now. Shit. Yeah, do whatever you are doing with.
Okay.
Now I will.
Here I can show how to create your token. You can write your own ticker, what you want. Noob. You can select total supply. Its maximum amount can be 1,000 and decimal place. It can be 0 decimal place.
Wow.
So without noob coin. It costs 1,000 to create a new token. I don't know to spend it or not now. I'm not sure.
And what's the fee for creating a token?
It's 1,000.
Okay. That's not bad at all, man. But now, is that 1,000 burst?
Yes.
One question, what happens if burst shoots up to $1? Are you going to pay $1,000 to make one token?
Seems so, but it's quite unlikely for now that it will shoot the price to that level. But I believe this price was higher in Burst previously. So I think if the price will be very high, then it will be readjusted to something that makes more sense.
Yes, it is. We can reach agreement in community and just lower it. It is the same like minimal amount fee. Okay. So if price rises, we just can lower it, and that's all.
I think that's a good topic. Maybe as well we can talk about is adjustments and fix things. Things, there are adjustments. I mean, even the difficulty rating with mining, it adjusts.
Yes, of course. So Shadow, you can share?
I am. I thought I am.
Peter, I will send some.
Yeah, for some reason my Hackintosh doesn't allow me to do this.
We changed it to this hosting. I think I will stop share. Oh,
You should already see my screen.
yes, we
Share.
see.
Oh, sure.
But you have to also show it on YouTube to people.
I don't know. I think others will see your screen now.
No, it doesn't appear on the live feed.
No.
Very nice.
Yep, now it appears.
Now it's appeared. Okay.
So
So
what you're trying to do was to go to explorer.burstcoin.com, go to assets, and search LBT, or just click this up arrow near LBT, and it will,
okay.
so we can see who owns it, what is the transactions, and what you're doing on the exchange. Actually, it's on the blockchain directly.
Okay. So, Alistair, can you show your presentation about our main
Yeah,
subject
let's do
today?
that, guys. Let me, I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Okay, here we go.
Yes. Yeah, we see it.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. When your band is trying to perform, feedback is an annoying obstacle. But in the grand orchestra of nature, feedback is not only beneficial, it's what makes everything work. What exactly is feedback? The key element, whether in sound, the environment, or social science, is a phenomenon called mutual causal interaction, where X affects Y affects X, and so on, creating an ongoing process called a feedback loop.
Hey guys, so that's just to set the tone. Yeah, the discussion is about feedback and how feedback is present in many things, and you get many different types of feedback. The basic idea of the feedback I'd like to first start talking about is just the linear circle where the output becomes the input again. And we've had a bit of this in BTDEX already on the exchange, just with different videos, and you can see the progression where the output is actually being put back into the input. And the feedback can be negative or positive. It depends how you re-put it back into the system. Like I got negative feedback from Shefus, but I got positive feedback from TechMine. So I decided to take that negative feedback and change it into a positive. So yeah, we also, not just feedback within our community, I'd also like to get feedback from other people and outsiders. What do you guys have to say? And what are your opinions? What are some of the things you're busy doing? Is there anything like, we can do to improve things? Is there something else you'd like to see on the show? Is there something you wouldn't like to see? It's any type of feedback, whether it's good or bad. We can layer up the complexity, but that's just the tone I want to set for this. This Let's Talk. And we have this week. There have been a few things happening. There was I don't know the technicalities, but there was like a small issue with the one BMF mining pool. And yeah, that also there's John Joss has made a really cool bot called Harvey, and he also went down this week. But yeah, things are back up and running, and I'd like to take this feedback, just concept, and yeah, start layering it up, and we can move on to things. I'd just like to hear what you guys have to say about it, and if there are any questions in that, in the YouTube, and then yeah, we can take it from there.
Yes, I have an example from yesterday. in morning I saw in Discord general channel one person write so that Burst blockchain is stuck. I just look at it and yes, block was forged only 30 minutes or 40 minutes ago, so it's bad. And I look at who is online and I see Shadow online. So I wrote to him, what is happening, etc., etc. And he started to look because he is a pool owner and he knows stuff, etc. And Shadow, what happened?
Actually, after you told me about the problem, I went online, do a very quick interrogation on the wallet peers that I'm using for the pools I manage, and I saw that the CPU of the wallets was 100%, and everything was actually stacked. No errors, but everything was just not doing anything except CPU 100%. So I had to reboot some of the peers to try to unlock it, and did some other small tricks that is not spokeable about. Nothing illegal. I cannot do it. I don't own the internet to do anything. I just.
So you don't stole 20,000 bursts from Foxy
Yes,
Pool or from?
yes, yes. I stole it and I will buy a Lambo with that. No, no, guys. I didn't wanted to have that. Back to the technical problem a little. So I had to force some of the wallets that are in like a private network together to very fast sync each other and push to the network the new block. So this was the only force that I actually did to kick the other wallets with my wallet peers, and also use the pools with the mining power that they have to force the next block. So I try to unlock it to unlock the chain, and it worked. Luckily, it worked. Then I had I think 3 hours periodically killing by rotation each pool peer because it was getting stuck every now and then. And I was doing that for 2 hours and something. Then I automated that because I have a personal life also. So then we wait for GGOs to start his wonderful work to
find
debug the actual problem. I gave him all the data that I could found, and he started to debug the actual source of the problem, and he found the problem in the slot old implementation of POCC that it's still there and was a ticking bomb. He managed to find the fix. Then we had another problem, and here come the interesting part and juicy things that happened yesterday. The interesting part was, well, my idea in the first place, say, okay, GGOs to put a lot of work on this. We might have a fix. We weren't sure. We fixed that. It was a solution that was never tested on the test on the test chain, so it was a bit risky to use it. But I say, what the hell? I know that I have my community support on whatever I do. I mean, the miners in the pool, and I say I will risk it. Give me the fix, and I will stop all the pools that I have, and only let the BMF 50, that it's a special pool with 50% of the mining power that goes as donation to BMF Boost Marketing Fund. And I say, if we fix it, let's mine that block and kill the chain with this pool. They deserve for their work to receive that reward. That was my idea, no one's idea. So, but we couldn't because that pool is very low power. And I asked it nicely to Foxy Pool guys. I explained the situation. I explained everything. And I received for that only shit in my face. Well, bring it on. I will get it happily again if I need to do that.
So you get negative feedback.
Only for some members, not all. Only from some members of the Foxy community. Maybe all others are great guys. I don't know them, but some members are, let's say, bad. To be nice. We couldn't fix that because the BMF pool was very low power to mine that block, and the Foxy pool definitely was forging and milking block after block after block after block. And we go further. We go to one pool that is the Chinese pool, which is the biggest in the burst, and say, please help. Please, here is the patch. Try to mine and forge that block so we can finally have the problem fixed. The problem was not that big block. If that big block wasn't there and the block was stuck in the same manner, we'll do the same again. Not about the money here. It's about the blockchain. The problem was Bittrex transactions, withdrawal from Bittrex to clients, and there was 3 transactions, very big ones. And imagine how mad Bittrex would have been if the blockchain was stuck and had problems. So for that, I'll happily receive again all the FUD and mud and shit they can throw on me. Yeah, if you call it, how they call it, manipulation, I'll happily do it again. I will manipulate again to heal the block, to heal the blockchain, if this is manipulation. This is the long story short. I don't want to get in the bad guys and NAM people is no use here, but hopefully GTOs will manage to rewrite that slow things and make it better so we don't have this problem ever again.
So
we need a very strong chain. We need a very strong and how to say it, reliable chain, because now we have an exchange that we just show, which is amazing work that you guys did. We have many projects undergoing that is using Burst, so we can't afford to have problems like that ever. And okay, software is software. Bugs happen. I think we should be a very collective work and collective joining of forces every time Burst is bleeding.
Hello, is it the first time a block's gotten stuck like this?
Like with
No.
the first time, of course, but was different problems.
Yes.
There's always complex software, and you cannot know what will happen. It's not easy to make it bug free.
Well, I'm very old in Burst. I've seen the wallet since version 1.1 point something. Back in the days when developers were just cheating around. They never did the real work on Burst. They just keep the core, that buggy core, and work around it. Well, Burst had many problems in the past, a lot of problems. Today, 30 August 2020, Burst was never more stable and more bug-free than ever. I saw it.
See, that for me, that's great. It's like this feedback I'm hearing, it might not necessarily be positive, but it's good. So just like positive and negative feedback isn't like good or bad. It depends what you do with it. And I mean, it's like you're talking about negative things now, but you being honest, you're letting people really know what's going on. Like, so yeah. And also a big part I feel with feedback is communication. And like, you know, what we're doing now, we're communicating with the community. And a big part of communication is talking and listening. So those are 2 very valuable skills I'd like to try grow and value as well. And if we can have connection points where people can talk and listen, it would be great.
Yeah,
So
for sure. For
if
sure.
I understand correctly, you've been in a situation where the roof was on fire and someone had to do something.
Yep.
Otherwise, the blockchain would be just standing there and not moving forward. And you made a decision that not everyone agrees with. And it seems to be that you have
The
been.
only decision that they didn't agree with actually is that I tried to catch that stupid transaction with 50,000 burst fee put by someone. I think intentionally, it wasn't a mistake, to catch it and while healing the block and fixing the problem, get a 50% of that as a donation, as a reward for the developers that actually fix it. The problem, not for me, not for Shefas, not for anyone, to the members, that to the developers, which they are doing a great job, and they do this for zero payment actually.
So at the current price rates, if we would convert this to US dollars,
$192.
so not a huge value, not something that would worth all this trouble, right?
No, no, no. That was all the transaction fee. That it was 50,000, 25,000 is half of that.
I mean, Shadow, some software engineers get like that in 2 hours. Like, you know, the hourly rate's quite high. Like
Yeah, so we can say that even if you would intentionally manipulate the blockchain to steal this amount,
I
it would
didn't
be
manipulate
it would be
anything.
quite stupid to do that. I mean, it's not the
Yeah,
kind of money that would worth
imagine
it.
we stop all the .ro pools. We stop all the we stop one pool because the guy understood that it's a problem. One pool is a very huge problem. It's a very huge pool. All the other pools were stuck. So actually, we stopped everything to try to heal that and fix the problem. And they accused that I manipulated Burstcoin community and pools owners and for $50. What the fuck? Sorry for the language, but what the fuck? Come on, man.
So they basically told you are very cheap. You sold yourself for something
No,
not really valuable.
I did some investigation, and I think that this was a coordinated attack from someone to all the coins that use POC, because not only Burst had this problem, all the other coins that use POC Burst technology had the same problem.
What?
Yep,
Cool.
yep. Yes, I put on the Discord some screenshot that I took there at that point that proves that. Hello, Sanchez. So I put that screenshots that show the situation, what actually happened. I will do that again if it's necessary. I will do all my best to heal the Burst chain and help GGOs and the developers to fix the problem. Actually, well, if it's okay, let's say it. I decided to get more involved than I am already, and help the developers and GGOs, especially because he's the most active right now, and Harry, of course, with 10 VPSs, so they can use it on test blockchain to rigorously test the next implementation that they are working on. So I will be here, even if you like it or not.
Hello, Tamara. We see you
Hey,
now.
how are you?
Hello,
Okay,
Sam.
finally got it figured out.
It's working.
Okay. Yes, so yes, I was just catching up and I just happened to see that you guys were on, and I was asking a couple of questions as I have talked to some of you with regards to what Olga and I are doing over here in the Bay Area. And there is something within the storage community that will need like enterprise solutions. I can provide additional information with regards to that, but there will be like some assistance that we will need as far as like development and creativity. But the companies that are involved are like within the storage community, and I've spoken to some of you with regards to that. So I like if anyone would like to get involved or obtain additional information, I would really appreciate it, especially now that everyone's doing everything through Zoom. We don't have to be anywhere. Whatever we do, we can do it wherever we are.
Yes.
And if I can further assist over here in the Bay Area, along with Olga, we will continue to work with that.
That sounds
Okay.
like a good decentralized philosophy because it is. It's anywhere.
Yeah.
Be any flower.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm hopeful that this will continue to grow as this is a thing like in Silicon Valley. And the amazing thing is that, you know, just like we were invited before to like speak on behalf of Burst, that hasn't happened with other cryptocurrencies as far as I know. You know,
So I'd like to
there's
also just like create that timeline because I was speaking to I think a hanger on the last chat and he was saying apparently Burst was the first chain to do a smart contract.
yes, absolutely. Yes, because I believe there's something called Quora or something like that that they were doing it, but Burst is the very first one. So a lot of people think that Ethereum, because they're well known for that, we just haven't had the funding, not necessarily, but that's what makes us decentralized, right? Because it's not like there's no stake in things. It's completely different, and it makes it about the like the little person or the big person. And that's the beauty of Burst. That's what makes it decentralized. You can have whales and you can have people that are non-whales. You could have people that just provide assistance or support. You know, it's like it's so it's so whatever it is for anyone. And what you could do based on like the low affordability of it at this point. In trust me, I never check out prices. I'm just talking about energy consumption. The beauty of the things you could do. Like about a week and a half ago, I was freaking out over the fires because I was very close based on where I live. And it's like I could see, like in California, I could see the fires. And I would just continue on thinking, okay, what else can we do? Like, what would be our contribution? Or how can I help around? And I believe that Burst can provide so many solutions just through, like, you know, like cloud burst messaging systems, the crowdfunding. Because, like in America or in other places, people can just cancel your crowdfunding for whatever it is. But through something like Burst, or any other cryptocurrency, and especially if we can do like interchangeable things where we could work with others, you know, like through exchanges like what you guys did. It's like that's amazing because it takes like it can make a difference. I don't know. I like looking at the bigger picture.
Only with passion you can achieve that what you just spoke about. No
Yes.
money in the world can buy this. Believe me.
Yeah, no, and then the other thing is I had also talked to you guys. I had been working with Javier from Venezuela and other people in Colombia that work with one of the very first Bitcoin ATMs that were installed, and they're interested in talking to us. Sorry, that's my amiibo collection up there. What was showing up there? Um, but they would be interested in talking to us with regards to Burst and the people that I'm talking to in Venezuela, which is Javier and Andrea. They would like to have some of our development team as they were gonna be doing the very first conference over there. Due to COVID, everything got shut down, but it's still in the works, and we are also trying to maybe start doing informational meetings with them. So if if anyone would like to get involved in talking with them with what would work in those areas or how to teach, how to mine, as I also have someone that I'm talking to, and Burst would not be illegal in Venezuela in the way that Bitcoin can be. And it would be, I believe, like that the government would be okay in that situation, but there's some like weirdness with what was happening with the government. But like Burst, it's still mineable as it does not use the type of energy that Bitcoin would, so
And
that
we
it
have
learns more
plans,
quickly.
and we have
Yeah.
plans to make it even better than it is today.
Yeah. So if anyone would like to get involved or like talk to Andrea and Javier, they are really excited. They had actually reached out to me about it, and it's like we've been working on this for like almost a year. I've been able to like assist them with connecting with other people, and but like the thing is like they are really excited about Burst and they would like to learn more. So part of the other thing that Olga and I are working on with the storage community is the idea, as I've always talked about, is of bringing hard drives to other countries so that we can go in and like teach how to mine and how to interchange through Burst
What
because
about Sam? What about finding just resources, maybe like reusable resources there? Because I mean, even I'm mining Burst on hard drives that come up red on smarts. You can still even mine on a bad hard drive. It still works. Sometimes I've got to put the plot files a bit smaller, and then it just fills the holes like potholes, you know, and then you just don't use those ones. But
so
like, what about old like CCTV companies? You know, like they throw out old drives.
no, so currently what's pretty disgusting in Silicon Valley is that a lot of these companies that use the hard drives, what they do at the end of the day is they just drill a hole through it and it's completely destroyed. What I have been working on is changing that so that if we can come up with an idea of proving that we can actually deplete the information or that we can prove to them that whatever information was contained in the hard drive, those could be donated so that there would be a further purpose.
Can't they do
I'm
like
sorry.
low-level formatting where they go and rewrite every single like bit of info on there, or like shred it somehow, rewrite the block?
No, it's not that easy, sadly. You would be surprised how much data can be um, recycled from a dead hard drive, even
Yeah,
after quite a lot of abuse. I mean, you can literally set a hard drive on fire if you will to, and I bet with the proper technology, even then, a lot of the information can be regained. And sadly,
exactly.
overwriting the contents with a burst plot file is also not going to be enough to mask the information underlying if you know what you are doing. Now, this is why they usually drill holes in them, and in my country, they melt the drive as it is, so you cannot possibly reuse it, sadly, which I find
Exactly.
to be
Yes. So
a
it's
really
based.
big
Yeah.
waste.
It basically becomes trash. So we are kind of trying to figure out how can we work and what's willing to happen, and we have gotten some additional systems that Olga and I are working on, and um that have been donated, and some stuff it's like new, and it's like a matter of us installing everything and making it mine, kind of like when we did that other thing with Western Digital. So it's kind of like that, and it's just kind of a matter of working with people in figuring out, okay, how will this make sense.
Yes, currently there is no interest in reusing these hard drives. What the big companies care about is to make sure that they don't have any data leaks. Nothing
Exactly.
gets out, and that's very bad. I mean, they could just open up the hard drive and rip the platters out and just keep the mechanism, the head, the drive motor that spins them, and just put in brand new plates, and it would be a perfectly suitable drive for anything on earth. But currently there is simply no interest in doing that kind of recycling, and it's very bad. And all around the world there are different approaches of dealing with this. I mean, as I said, in our country, they melt them. In other countries, you have to drill holes in them. And in other countries, I don't remember exactly which one, they just keep stockpiling them, and it's locked away from everyone, and they just keep it there. There is a person who does nothing else but looks over that used hard drives are not sold and not used ever. You have
Sounds like
Yeah.
playing
unbelievable
on the news,
capacity
man.
just being there and doing absolutely nothing useful for the world.
I Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm trying to change over here.
Maybe,
And I'm not sure how, but yeah, I it would be lovely if at some point we could have Olga talk to us exactly about, as she has a better understanding on like the technical and the scopes and like the different things that she's been working on, since she has a different understanding than I do, and she's part of the of SNIA, which is the storage. I don't know what it stands for right now, but yeah, no, it's SNIA, and part of them in the Bay Area, and I do believe that if we can showcase what we can do with Burst, the mineability or storage, whatever it is that we could provide, it would be very important, because then maybe we could change something. And given the fact that everyone's like so about recycling, about the usability of things and saving the planet, and we are about that, and that's what makes us stand out. So why shouldn't we pursue those things? And given the fact that this is Silicon Valley and this is California, which is supposed to be about being eco-friendliness and things like that, I think that it's
Yeah, not
something
only
that,
there, California, it's all around the world. It's a global problem.
yeah, because it's gonna be consuming the world, but a lot of stuff comes from here. As far as like hard drives and stuff like that.
Yeah, with Burst,
So
any used hard drive, it's basically completely overwritten, and all the information is lost. All the old information is lost. So
yeah,
this is wonderful. It's the first time I hear this idea, and I think I have here also in Romania a few big companies that just throw uh, to the garbage all the hard drives they are using and replacing them with SSDs and fancy stuff.
exactly. So why shouldn't we recycle them to provide mining possibilities for other individuals?
Yep.
That would be great as well, because it's kind of like the proof that goes with the consensus. Because POC, it's like everyone has a hard drive. You can't tell me you got some
Exactly. No, and see, that's what I've always loved about Burst. Like I never understood cryptocurrency before. And then all of a sudden I was like, this makes sense. I can do it. Anyone can do it. As far like as other stuff that I do around here, I I have been trying to work with like homeless communities because if I can bring a portable hard drive to a homeless encampment where where it's a communal thing, imagine making that a service of payment, where they interchange like a farmer's market type of thing, but they can also mine it, so that it's like that's the beauty of Burst. And so I've been working with different things throughout the Bay Area, but I'm mostly excited about getting hard drives. Because if we can get hard drives, we can give hard drives. And
What
then it
about
could.
also with these companies that you look all these resources where you're trying to find like drives you can reuse? Is there any way you can try recirculate and create a feedback loop in that value that they're giving you, and like maybe record proof of where they're going to, how you uplifting homeless people, like
In the
just try to create
blockchain,
something like that.
that would be beautiful if we could do it in the blockchain, like and that's also like some of the stuff that I'm also working on with, as far as like using either Cloudburst to follow things through the blockchain, whether it's something simple, whether I'm mailing you something, and if we were able to somehow get someone to scan something, or whether it gets delivered or something, just to showcase the beauty of the things that we could do with like supply chain and like the delivery of goods. So like there are so many solutions that Burst can provide, and like sometimes I feel that they're underutilized, and a lot of companies don't know, because a lot of companies, they're trying to make money, right?
Do you
We're
think
not.
that
We're just people contributing to something amazing. So there's no interest besides the time that we put within, and like what we believe. Well, companies, they're like, they have money, and that's what makes us stand out, because we are truly decentralized,
Well,
in my view.
the thing is that most people, when they hear about Burst, the first thing they ask is the price of bursts, which is quite irrelevant. It doesn't matter what does it worth in the US dollars. What people should realize, if say you account for the power usage of a local bank office, and what do they charge for tasks that Burst can take care for you, like keeping track of your account and
Hmm.
just sending and receiving currency in general, and you look up what would be the power cost if they would switch to blockchain technology, and especially Burst technology, the POC technology, then you can show them that it's so cheap and so affordable and so much faster It would really make sense to use it, but they are not using it as they kind of feel that it's too cheap, the coin itself versus the US dollar, and it's a very bad approach. What people should realize is that the value does not come from selling the coin, the value comes from using the coin.
But also,
You know,
like,
the
Lucian, I agree with you. And the thing is, like, maybe they're just looking at the value of one coin, but they don't realize it's got quite a high max supply. So that makes a difference to the value because there's more of them, you know.
And the services it provides are basically very cheap because the coin is cheap and it's fast, it's reliable.
Hold on a second, guys. You speak about the price of Burst and not what mining it. Last time I checked, the mining power of the blockchain is 500 petabytes or something. So people is mining Burst. Burst will work with 10 petabytes, 1 terabyte, or 500 petabytes. Burst will work. With 200 kilos, Burst will work.
with a portable hard drive and a battery pack, a solar power thing, you can mine Burst under the sun.
Yep. This is my project
Absolutely.
for my house to
Yes.
put up again my 400 and something terabytes miner, powered only by the sun, because I have so much energy produced here in northern hemisphere that I can use it on my house, and also mine Burst without any impact. 400 terabytes for my miner consumes about 0.6 kilowatts, which is nothing for a huge array. Not huge, medium array. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So
in this part,
that's the
Burst is
thing.
unique.
That is why we stand out. And that's exactly why I never really looked at the price of Burst. To me, Burst is Burst. You know, like everyone thought about a Bitcoin's a Bitcoin.
Yep.
One burst is one burst.
Well, this is
And
another
it's a
thing I don't
matter of
understand
what you
because
need.
they look at the dollar value, but it's like it's weird. Crypto isn't really money. I see it as like software technology, and each chain has its own tech, you know. Like you might get
Exactly.
bird coin that's about watching birds. Like I don't know.
If tomorrow, for example, Lamborghini will say we will sell one Lamborghini for one burst,
You know
nobody
that
will
you can,
nobody will do how many dollars one burst will count. It will say one burst worth one Lamborghini. Come on, people. It's not about
no,
the
did
money.
you know
It's
that you
about the
can
tech.
actually, hey, you guys can actually, I believe you can rent Lamborghinis in Santa Monica for burst.
Really,
Yeah, yeah, there's a video on
I
it.
need my green visa to come there because I have
Yeah,
a lot
no,
of
you
bursts.
can either have they have like different luxury cars that you can rent out there, and it was after
So again, for
one
the
of the
people that
very
is
first
listening,
conference.
where
Yeah,
is
so
that?
you in Santa Monica in California.
You
Okay,
need to get
so guys, if
It's
you want to
link for
drive a
that, please.
Lambo and pay with burst,
yes.
go to San Monica.
No, I can send you guys the video of no, it was an actual burst advertisement. They had models and they were driving the Lamborghini and saying, "Now we accept burst."
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it was just the other day, Shefus, you were saying we need more use cases for burst. There's one.
Nice one, nice one.
Hire a
Yes,
Lambo.
because no, because every day I'm thinking about buying a Lamborghini. No,
Yeah,
no,
rent
what
one.
I what I like to work on is like farmers markets and things like that. Because again, it's about communal things and it's about things that sometimes people already interchange things.
Well,
So Burst
you
is perfect for that.
we spoke about the burst and how eco-friendly it is. Well, do you know any place where they can rent a Tesla for a Tesla car for burst? Because come on, Lambo is Lambo, but Tesla is better.
I don't know. Right now,
And we need to go to Elon Musk and say, offer the trips to the moon paid with birth.
oh my gosh, you have no idea. No, with all the meetups I used to do, it's like every time I would be like, hashtag, okay, Elon, you're all about mineability. Come on, just come over to Patty Finn for a cryptocurrency burst meetup. I was always
You know
like,
what will be cool? To plug a hard drive, a portable hard drive in your Tesla and mine burst with a Tesla. With the computer inside the car. That will be awesome.
But that's
okay,
mobile
so,
mining on the next level, bro.
well, I do believe that we could mine more than like one hard drive, right? Especially like a Tesla should have much more power than that,
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah.
It would be cool to like fill it up to the max. So who wants to do it? I did pre-order it last year. I pre-ordered the Cyber truck because it looked different
I love
and it
that
was
car. I love that car, and I think it's
I'm questioning my decisions now.
no, don't question it. Don't question it.
No,
Cybertruck,
I'm
Cybertruck from Tesla is burst to to other crypto. Iraq solid.
um well,
Never broken, always reliable.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's just not getting a very good reputation over here in California. So I wouldn't want it to tank. And then I bought this car that's not gonna have any support. I also know someone
Well,
that
if you don't like it,
may or may
if you
not
don't
have
like
worked
it,
there.
if you don't like it, just buy it and rent it for burst. be the first, be the first to rent Tesla with burst. That will
You
get
know,
another attention.
part of the reason why I wanted it is the aspect that I don't have to drive. But at the same time, it's like I really don't care for driving anymore. Like I really like rather have someone drive me or even take the bus. Like I don't care about taking the bus or but I personally like taking Uber just because I like talking to people. It takes me away from home and work because like I work in this apartment complex, so yeah. So it's like it's just fun interacting like that. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that cyber truck, but I do keep on trying to lure Elon. Like you, like if you did probably like I don't know if there's a way to do a search of my handle with either Switch Sunday or Burst and Elon Musk. I have invited him so many times to Patty Sin.
You know, Tesla, it's already ready to accept burst because you can have a QR code on your car, just scan it, pay with burst, automatically will use the API of Tesla and unlock the car. Simple as that. Then the car will drive itself to your destination, and that's it.
So then why aren't we advertising that? Why aren't we making those QR codes
Drive
and
for
putting it
burst.
out there?
Call it drive for burst.
No, I mean like why wouldn't we like just do little postcards? I mean, if you send me something, I can take them around the dealership. It's in Santana Row, which is very close to me. So it's like it's something that I mean, it's not that I'm gonna go and talk to Elon, right? But it's information that could be provided to the customers that are purchasing those cars. That this is a possibility.
Yep, that is a point of view.
I'm not saying that those customers should demand to have those things in their car, you know? But they should know about that.
Okay, nice ideas. Okay, I think we are now 1 hour live. Maybe let's finish the stream. Okay, maybe Tamara, last words. Thank you. I think it's very
Thank you
nice to
so
see you.
much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Uh,
And hopefully we can talk soon with Olga and stuff.
Okay. Sorry, Alistair. You was preparing other video, yes?
Yeah, I'll play it last.
Maybe let's play it and then
Yeah.
finish because it's 1 hour we are live. So
Okay, I'll put it on.
people don't watch long videos. So
Mm.
I think we need to wrap it up. So we started talking about feedback loops, and now we Tamara take it over about Bay Area, about ideas.
I involved Elon in trip to the moon with Burst.
Yes. A Lambo to the moon.
A Lambo to the moon. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
And the natural world is full of these mechanisms, formed by the links between living and non-living things, that build resilience by governing the way populations and food webs respond to events.
Sorry if I missed some people. You know who you are. There are just not many threads here.
So what we are seeing now?
Oh, that's
Yes.
it's quantum feedback in nature. How like
Quantum? Sorry, quantum?
quantum feedback in nature. Let me just take the share off here. Yeah, that's quantum feedback in nature. How all these different points, or we could call them nodes in a decentralized context, how they all feedback and connect to each other, and how value grows and all that. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at scaling into. I'll talk more about it like as we have more shows.
Okay. Shadow?
I think I spoke enough for today.
Yes, you spoke a lot of...
People are enough for my
So
voice
you
today.
will return with 20,000. So
yeah, if the person asks for the that transaction fee, yeah, why not? 25,000 burst is nothing for what I make when stupid people sell burst for under 40 sats. I'm there to buy every time.
Never think about the cost.
No.
Think about the value.
Yeah,
that
this is
Burst
why I'm buying.
provides.
This is why I'm buying. They are selling and consider burst nothing, and I'm there
That's why
to buy.
you should mine it, not buy it. Mine it. Mine it. Mine it.
No. The mine operation is one part. The exchange and making the value flow is the second part. And mark the word value, not money, please.
And the third part is the usability, as there is so much that we could do. There's so much potential given supply chain. And think about everything.
One thing that Burst can do, I think it's already doing, but it's not public. Burst can be implemented in the voting system. Imagine what that will bring to democracy, for example. No one can cheat.
Can you provide me information, as I do a lot of volunteer work over here in the city of San Jose, and it's something that I could possibly showcase within my district, just to show it to different people that are in politics.
About this voting system?
Yeah, just I mean,
you need to wait for the next BRS release. I think We need some small.
Oh, come on. Then don't tease me like that.
No,
Come on, it's
it is
California.
there. As the
It's the
marketplace, as
United
the,
States. We're about to
yeah,
go through this voting thing
yeah, I
in
know. Here in
November.
Romania too. Here in
It's
Romania,
like a telenovela in on a Friday night. You know, like a soap opera on a Friday night. That's
yeah.
what that's
Just
what the
imagine,
United
just
States
imagine
feels like.
a voting system where nobody controls it and everybody has an equal chance and nobody can control it to change the vote or whatever.
Well, you can do this even right now if you just make a token specifically for this reason.
We also have a smart contract embedded already, but it's a little buggy and needs a little work to be publicly addressable.
Well, like the issues without knowing what Burst has available is like as far as the encryption process. Like, you know, you need to verify that someone's a US citizen and not a resident. As in the United States, you have to be a citizen, not a resident. And sometimes people, like, there have been situations in which people have voted because they didn't know that they couldn't vote. So there are so many situations, or there have been issues in which, like, the flyers, the way that they do the dotting system, it's so confusing so that you vote for the wrong person. Or, you know, so it's like there are so many different things that you kind of have to work on. But I feel the most important thing is the security of the person that is voting, so that they feel that however they vote is safe, because that's a right, supposedly, right? Part of being an American, that's a right that
In
you.
America, you already have an electronic voting system, but from what I saw in some documentaries, there are
Oh
little
no, it's
problems.
bad.
Yeah.
No, there are too many problems with them,
Yep.
because sometimes you touch something and it doesn't work. No, but what I'm saying is, like,
Imagine to
if
vote with your phone based on the blockchain. No
yeah,
COVID, no COVID-19, no problems. No one can steal your vote. No one can cheat your vote. Imagine that. No one will accept that because politicians, they don't like this. They want to manipulate.
What about double voting? Would they have to check with RICA details? How would you know if somebody voted twice? I've got two phones.
I don't know. What if somebody else grabs my phone and votes for me?
No, it cannot vote with your phone because it doesn't know the password of the Burst wallet that it's actually allowed to vote.
Okay, so immutability through your specific wallet. Got it. Kind of like proof of life. It's only you, because you know it's you. Only you would know that you would do it.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm digging that.
Okay, I will
Now-
try now finish with stream. I'm trying now 10 minutes to.
Thanks. Nice to see you on the show tomorrow. Come join us
Oh,
again.
thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry if I was a chatty Kathy.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.